Welcome back, everybody. I am Headwound, and this is In Game with SimCity 2013. This is episode number 30, number 30, and we're going to get right to it. Now, the last time we left off, we are trying to get this city a little more financially stable so that it can help actually bail out the city right next door. That way, we can potentially get to our next great works accomplishment. And I think this city is going to be... Whoa! Wrong view. Go on. There we go. Okay, and I think we're doing just fine. Oh, looks like we had a closure here, a closure here. And I'm just going to make sure, I don't want this to be industrial right here. I'd rather this actually be residential. And I'm going to make this residential. And I just want to make as much residential as possible right now. And then we'll work on different districts or different areas for some things. This is the stadium. Why not? Actually, no, that's not the stadium. This is actually... I think this is our gambling headquarters or something like that. Oh, look at this. Can you imagine this? Having houses right on the beach. Now that is something special, especially since I've got my mansion right there. Let's see, we've got trash, we've got our water, which is, let's see, this is our other things. And you know what? We've got this long stretch right here. We're going to go ahead and make this have residential on it also. This is going to bring in some more people and allow us to get things up quicker. And no, we are not going to go evil. That's what actually caused some of the downfall of that other city, is we said, you know what, let's put the worst of the worst of everything we can do. Caused a whole bunch of disasters. Now we've got some bad traffic here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Figure out what we can do to kind of fix this. Where they're going. Okay, so they're coming in. These guys are just trying to get out. And these guys are trying to get in. These guys are going... So they're all making a right turn and then a left turn, which means to me that we need to eliminate this down here and cause people to go further up the road. There we go. That will cause people to have to go up here, then come back down. And I'm okay with that. I'm actually just fine with that, because that will get them past things. And these guys actually do have to come around and then turn around in order to get out of this building. What is this thing? This speculative genetics. That is awesome. Speculative genetics. Nice. And you know what I like? Love this. Little lightning effect on the top of that. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, well that pretty much took care of that. Now I know that we do have an issue with crime in our city. No, we are not going to do Dr. Vu. Didn't I already tell you that? What do we got? Oh, what's this? Is a new icon I haven't seen before. What's this? Mayor, I'm really enjoying life here in Las Vegas. There are so many new people to meet here. Oh, have faith. Put down a place of worship. You know what? Why not? Why not? We will put down a place of worship in this town. You know, all these sinners and such. Divine intervention. I think that's what we already did, so well, we'll eventually get that in here, but for right now, well, let's go ahead and speed up time. We are making money. We're only at 251 per hour profit. I'm going to check out Okay, this one is going. It's not terribly impressive right now. I'll just have to keep an eye on it. Trade Depot is shipping out stuff. Let's make sure that our recycling center, which we put, where do we put our recycling center? We put it on the other side of the city, did we not? Yes, right here. Okay, so it's bringing in a good amount. Let's go ahead and check this. Now, even though anything like yellow or green, green is absolutely perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. The yellow means that you're right on the border. It could have been that, traffic was a little bit heavy and people couldn't get to, where they needed to get to, and it took us a little bit longer to get to wherever. Okay, what are the fire departments saying? Hey Mayor, I think it's time to ditch this fire shack for some more impressive. No, don't think so. We are not going to put in a large fire station. A large fire station is a tremendous commitment financially for any city. If you're not financially prepared, it can hurt a lot. Okay, what are we doing here? We paid off all our bonds, which is absolutely awesome. We are bringing in actual profit from the plastics and from the alloy. The events are going okay. We're just about to hit a profit level for the payoff, and we still got, what is that, 7 hours? 7 hours, and it's still going up. What is happening with health? Let's see, let's see. Sure. I will address health concerns. And that's going to be super easy to, because if we take a look at our health, which is right here and up there. Oh, I had to close that one because that is a super major. Oh, you know what? I will go ahead and open that one. This is a standard clinic. It was, $900 per hour, 13 deaths per day. It's not good, but it's not terrible. And we are right on that edge. Look at that, $8 an hour worth of earnings. But with our different things that we have in our city, this should turn around and we should be able to, afford certain things. Now, what I'd like to do is get about 200,000 simoleons into the city. And then once we have 200,000, what I want to do is I want to send that over to the other city that we are working on, which has our college. What is this? Need workers? Let's see. We've already done the arcology. We are not going to do the arcology for this region. We are going to work on solar this time. And we're just going to keep identifying those occasional buildings that have issues and correcting them. Now, one thing I would like to do, in fact, this is what I'm gonna go ahead and try something, guys. And I hadn't tried this before, but we're gonna try it now. We have this other city, and it's barely out. It's out of vision, but it needs power. What I want to do is actually restart the city hall and put the different portions of the city hall back into operation, even though we don't have any money. And the reason I'm doing that is because we want some of the benefits. Like, we want this. We want that benefit. So, and I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take. So even though this city is, hurting financially, by enabling these things, okay, closed by mayor, but now it's open, and hopefully this will actually reopen itself. And we're we're gonna go head back over to that our city that we are working on right now, which is this one. We've actually got 3 cities in this region. I didn't realize that we actually had that many. I thought we only had 2, but we actually have 3. I also saw Sheldon over there, which is an interesting property to build on. So we might go over there after a while and work on that one. We might make that a pure residential city. That would be kind of a nice little change. Okay, we're about to 12. Okay, 12 midnight has passed. We made 14,000 from the last event. That is perfectly fine. We actually, I'm going to schedule one of the smaller events. We've got a upgrade, a city hall upgrade, in fact. And look at this. It actually worked. By enable. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's. Why did it say that? Look at this. See the tax rates for the different levels? It registers in the city hall, but it doesn't register actually in the financials here for taxes, which is very interesting. I mean, it's not a deal breaker. Things are still working out. We're having an increase in residents, which is what we definitely wanted. Things are going good. Now let's make sure that our police stations are not full. Because we are in a gambling slash tourist city, we need to make sure that our police coverage is sufficient. And if this asks for no Dr. Vu, I really wish that there was a way that you could actually disable completely some of the messages that actually come up. Like if I get into a city and I'm actually working on a city and I know that I'm never going to use the Dr. Vu portion of the add-on of the DLC, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't care. I don't want to see it. Period. So there you go. Alright, well, we have hit 200,000. What we want to do is send some of this money out. And this is actually going to be the first time that I'm actually going to send a gift of money. So we're going to gift, let's see, simoleons. Let's see, select a claimed connected city. Okay, and yes, it's this one, Lynchburg. And we are going to send a whopping $200,000, which should help. It will immediately pay off loans and allow us to start things back up. Now, in prior versions, okay, gift 200,000 or more to. Hey, look at that! Philanthropy. In prior versions of SimCity, when you gifted another city, they actually had to send the gift in a truck, and you had to watch the truck, and it actually went over it. And then it still took forever for the neighboring city to actually get the actual resource. Okay, now I can see some traffic on this road, and what we're going to go ahead and do is upgrade it. And we're going to go right to high density. I am not going to even stop. I'm just going to go right to it, because I know that that one is going to be a busy street. It's good because this is actually not going to be a street that connects with this one, so people will still be able to get back and forth out of this one without interrupting anything else. Let's see, I do have a road that connects, so if people want to actually get through the exit, they can actually go out this way and come out here. Hey, look at, there we go. We've treated enough sick. We've treated the 6 people. And we've got a long line. Look at this. Oh my god. Is that literally going to the other city? I mean, that's going as far as the graphical view can actually reach, going all the way down here and coming in this, because you know what, they know where they need to live now. They know. And look at the other side. So right now we've got a we basically got a boom in the growth in this city. So we are going to see some traffic, some dense traffic coming in, and I'm not worried about. I knew that that was going to potentially happen. Now let's go ahead and check on recycling. Okay, that is going excellent. And we are going to check our income and what we are seeing. We've gifted. We are making monies, 2,000, about 2,500 per hour. I think it is time for us to switch over to this city. And I'm hoping that in the process of this video that we will get the money. If okay, wow, look at that. That is the fastest that I've ever seen it come across. Okay, so now is where the true growth in this city is going to start to occur. We are seeing a loss of $3,600 per hour. That is not a tremendous issue. What we are going to do is start correcting the taxes first off. Okay, so we've got our primary base taxes set. We're going to pay off our loans so that we don't owe that amount and we're not getting, you know, hit by that tax loss. And let's see, right now the government is the primary source. And look at already, just with paying off those loans and resetting up the city, we are starting to see some things improve. And we're now only at a loss of $1,000 per hour, which will get us past, you know, 2 or 3 days. It will allow for the resident size to increase. And as you notice, now this is one thing that's really great about this location. There is 2 roads. And what I have done is allowed this road to actually come through, but then also created avenues that go corresponding. So if you want to get this way, you turn down this way. If you want to go that way, so it's not that bad. Now, eventually what I might end up doing is with the new DLC, we have the ability to, if somebody wants to go through the city without actually stopping, we can actually build a road that actually goes underneath and allows them to pass through. If people want to continue and come into the city, they can branch off onto another road and actually get in. At this time, it doesn't look like we're actually hurting for traffic because we have such a small population at this time, but we are starting to build up, and we're already at, you know, our income debt per hour is going down very fast. I mean, every just a few minutes, okay, we're already in the profit. And here, okay, so this is what we need to do. We've got, oh, it doesn't seem, now, it was supposed to, oh, we had turned it off. Okay, let's turn it on. We want our city financial department up and running. That way we can actually do our percentages. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 1, 1. There we go. Department of Approval shared with Pavonis Island. Good stuff. Good stuff. And so we've got our taxes set. We've got... Oh, wait. We don't want to kill the trade depot. Oh, why is... Come on. Let's refocus right there. There we go. That's a little bit better. And we've got our good residential coming in here. What do we've got over here? We've got some... Okay, we've got some big apartments or something going here already. That's some big buildings that are going in. Now, let's see. Too much crime. Oh, wow. This is a lot of buildings. High taxes. High taxes. Too much crime. Too much crime. High taxes. High taxes. Too much crime. Too much crime. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is set down a police station. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Why are they all culminating over there? Oh my God. Okay, do we have a police station in this city? Okay, we do. Okay, we're going to open a police station. That's $850 per hour. I think I'm actually going to open a police... I'm going to put... Okay, we need the... I'm going to take the French police station, because I've heard that their cars are twice as fast as the standard car that you can get. So it is now hiring. We're going to go ahead and put a wonderful little sign over here. We're also going to add 2 more police cars, because I see that, wow, 59 crimes committed per day. That's a lot of crime. That's a lot of crime. Okay, guys, open up for business. Oh, you know why? Oh, you know why there's so many criminals they can't get out of the city. They can't get out of the city. Okay, well, let's go ahead and reconnect here. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, I did not realize. Now let's go back. Let's see what they do. You know what? It might have actually been a good idea to keep them in that location, because then, like, the police could have just, you know, picked them up one after the other, and just picked them all up. Okay, okay, you guys, get the hell out of my city. Okay, let's go ahead and reconnect. Yeah, see, we've got road problems where roads are not connected. What the hell is this? Oh, why is that even there? Why was that even there? I did not see that. Okay. So, yeah, we've got unconnected roads. Oh, I see. Right there. Okay, is that an avenue? Yes, that is an avenue. Okay, let's go ahead and connect that. Too close to an intersection, so let's go ahead and kill that. Let's grab the avenue, and this looks like this one. There we go. Got that reconnected now. We are also going to take this opportunity to reconnect these guys. There we go. And do we have any other disconnected roads? I don't think so. I think we're doing okay with that at this point. Got to come over here. Okay, and once we get about 3,000 per hour in income, what we will do is go ahead and... Okay, how are we doing here? 42 crimes per day. How many people do we have in jail? Okay, the jails are full. We need to bump this up. So we're going to put a... Oh, that's for after we expand. Okay, so there is an extra leased storage. And go ahead and check this out again. How many do we have in here? We've got that one full. Now I suspect once this kind of levels out, things are going to get better. Okay, and let's let's see, what do we got here? This one is filled up. Got 50 crimes per day. We've got some fires going on, which is not terrible. So let's go ahead and open up a fire station. Yeah, we've got 7 buildings burning down. We've got this building right here. We're going to go ahead and open that one. That's going to be 875. Now this is the one that's going to hurt. This one is a really big fire station. I would prefer to put a standard fire station in. In fact, I'm going to put one right here. Not enough simoleons. Okay, we've got to wait. This is 20,000 simoleons for the fire station. So we're going to give this a moment for our income to come back up. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to check on my recording just to make sure that we are not going too far beyond what I'd like to go with our episodes. And it looks like we are all okay. Okay, so let's get rid of some of these abandoned and burned buildings. Wow, there's a lot here. Yeah, we definitely don't want these to stick around, because the longer that buildings that are burnt down or left empty stay in your city, then riffraff will start to populate these buildings. And so you get a lot more homeless, and that brings down the value, brings up the crime. So we definitely don't want that to happen. So what we need to do is we need to increase the density, not the density, increase the value of these properties, which will then increase what people think about your city. So let's go ahead and add down that fire station really quick. Fire station, I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to make sure and get this going right away. We want to put the bell on the top, because the bell, and I don't need a sign, but I'll put out a flag, what that will actually, the bell helps it respond to fires quicker. So let's go ahead and look at the roads, because what we need to do is we need to upgrade these roads. And we're going to do a low density increase right now. And then what we'll do is we'll put down some parks and get things on the move to improving our city and making people happy. Now, it looks like we have a traffic issue here coming in and out. So what we might end up having to do is giving these people an alternate way out. And I would think that they would take this way, but it looks like they're coming this way, which is really strange. It might be related to what this building is right here. So we might actually have to, basically change what that is right there. Change it, basically de-zone it so nothing gets set right there. And the reason that I'm doing only one upgrade on these roads is because I want, in fact, you know what I should do? Oh, I can see the education icon has popped up, which is not a terrible thing. We definitely want this city to have the education, because we already have. Oh, you know what? Where's the mayor's house? Where is the mayor's house? Okay, that's that. I think we bulldozed it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our mayor's house in. And we're going to put it right here. And there we go. Nice! I love those green happy faces as they pop up. That is awesome. Love that. And we get our ability to put our mansion in. And the mansion, I think we're going to put on the side. And the reason that I'm putting this actually on the avenue is because, as far as I know, it doesn't generate traffic coming in and out like the other natural buildings do. Now that we've got our city kind of set in place, let's work on actually increasing that. And this guide over here is really nice. Indicates that we have a lot of low wealth. What we wanted to do is increase this to the somewhat the medium wealth. And these little parks, these little ponds are just incredible in doing a great job. And what I like to do is find an area where, you know, other things are not going to be able to fit. Like this little nook where it's like this, where there's not enough space to fit in the middle, is a really good place to put a park. When they're expanded like this, everything can grow out from that, but when they're like this, they can't grow across from each other. So what I like to do is put in parks right in these small areas. So, you know, right here, it's going to reach a pretty good radius. And I'll do one right here. And one right here. And I think I'm going to bring this one over here a little bit. Okay. And see, the coloring is starting to change. I'm also going to put some, I'm not going to put it on the actual corner avenue. I'm going to put it offset. This will allow people to get through the intersections without, you know, hurting traffic. So let's see, where is our tight corners over here? Actually, let me do this. Let me get a top-down view. There we go. Now we can see those little tight corners like right here. And I'm going to put this one right here. We're going to put one right, see, right here is absolutely perfect. And I'm making sure, see how these, and I'm pointing to the screen, you can't actually see me pointing. But on this side, see how the dewdrop, it looks like a little dewdrop. And it's pointing toward, the thin point is pointing towards street. This indicates that it's going to face that way. So what I want to make sure is it's not going to face this way. I want it to face on this side. There we go. That way, you know, it's not interrupting traffic that's on the main thoroughfare. But I will put one really close over here. In fact, I think I'm going to put one right here. There we go. Everything else looks okay. And I don't really care about that right over there because we're not going to put any residential in there. But this one I do care about. So I'm going to put one right here, one on the inside street right there, one right here. And I'm not worried that I'm actually destroying some of the buildings that are actually being built. I'm not worried about that. Okay, and it looks like I probably should put one on the end of this street right here. There we go. Okay, so we've got a good sense of what's going on with the wealth of our city. Now we're going to make sure that we get our water satisfaction in there. And we're actually doing pretty good compared to what we were doing just like, you know, 20 minutes ago. We're at $2,500 per hour, which is what our city's making. So let's go ahead and turn back on our water. Let's give our city the ability to be self-sufficient. Let's also turn on our sewage treatment. And I think, yes, I think we should do this because I can foresee, and it's only $760 per hour for our electricity to be turned on, and that's reasonable, especially since we only have 7.5 megawatts available in the region, and our city is growing. So, and let me go ahead now. We're gonna see a number of these for a little bit, and this is not terrible. This is actually to be expected, that we will see some of these places, you know, complaining about, you know, too much crime or whatnot, or let's see, too many deaths, um, a building fire, and too many deaths. But did you notice something? They're not complaining about taxes. So we've got our tax situation figured out. No water, too many deaths. Too many deaths. And a building fire. So that means that we need to look at this guy. We need to look at our clinics and what is actually available within our city. We've got one clinic over here. This is, oh, that is a lot of money. Oh my lord. I'm going to shut down these 2 extra wings. And let's see how many. We've got an ambulance. We've got a few too many ambulances in here. So we're going to shut down some more of these ambulances bays and let it operate off of 2. And I also want to actually put a clinic over here. We've got enough. So let's go ahead and put that in. And it's got 1 ambulance, enough to see 10 people. This will cover the higher end or the upper end of the city and help reduce the number of deaths. And I've actually seen cities where it has been like even like worse than that. I mean, like way worse. Our jails are full. Okay, let's temporarily. I know that eventually our jail or our crime situation is going to. Oh, look at that. It was actually, that was one of our disaster leftovers, where it actually had destroyed some of the places for the criminals. Okay, now see, now we're starting to get a little bit iffy on our finances because we're going a little bit overboard on certain things. Oh my gosh, listen to all the handcuffs. That's awesome. Take those guys, put them in a jail. Take them, put them in a jail. Do it, do it, do it. Alright, so now what we need to do is check on the, and let me just figure out where it was. Okay, it's over. Industry is, there's too much crime. And concerned about crime, there's too much crime. Okay, so they're all concerned about crime. All concerned, very, very concerned about crime, which is whatever. What I want to see is who's ready to upgrade? Who wants a brand new upgrade to their road? And it doesn't look like anybody is really. There's a couple that are close, like this guy right here. This guy's ready, but the one right next door, he's not ready yet. And definitely these guys are not ready to actually get moving up. Got lots of workers. We've got mostly happiness, except for these guys. What in the world is going on? We're miserable. Why? Oh, it's the McDonald's tower. Well, no wonder you're miserable. You're eating McDonald's all day. Leaving this town full of death. Death everywhere. Yep. But you know what? Okay, if you remember when we came into the city, there was only 2,000 people. Now we're up to 51,000. So, you know, things are not bad. Things are not bad. We still do have this traffic right here. And it's mainly because of this road that's not connecting into the main avenue. So what we're going to do is actually do that right now. Take this opportunity and go dink. And I think we're going to I'm going to stylize this road a little bit. Going to curve it this way. and then curve it back onto this way. There we go. So now that they can actually get off of this road, there is a fire that is occurring on this road, and maybe even a building that needs to come down. And that's, oh, one of the new changes that they've added to SimCity in the newest patch is a better logic in the traffic flow, so that if there's a fire and suddenly all of the fire trucks leave the fire station at the same time to get to that fire, the first one to get to the fire, they're going to start working on the fire, but then all the other ones are just going to kind of sit around and not do anything. Well, now they'll actually, find an alternate path and try to avoid the traffic that is occurring because there is a fire truck sitting in the middle of the road. And now, with buses, they no longer do this wonderful loopity 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 going around and around. Like, I can just imagine a bus going like this, up and down the street like this, back and forth, back and forth. But now they don't. They don't do that anymore. So now the next thing, we're up to $300 profit per hour. What we do want to do is actually start working on something that's going to make our city money for the times when, when we need it. So what we need to do is first off find out, where is our trash going? Where's our trash? Oh, okay, we do have a recycling center, and we also do have trash here. What's interesting is that there's no trash overflowing. We've got some pollution from these places. We've got a little bit of ground pollution. Oh, you know what? That actually... okay. I'm getting rid of these guys. These guys are going away. I do not like you being in here dumping your waste right next to my residential. I don't appreciate that. Seriously. So we're taking that out of play. Going to take these off. And great. Okay, so what I do want to do is build some roads back into this area, which is where people are going to come to work. And it looks like this area is not very well trafficked. Is that right? Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a nice little curve in here, not too deep. And I do eventually want to connect it. What is this guy right here? Oh, that's the clinic. I think what we're going to do, and this is actually a perfect step for this one, we're going to loop in a road that will connect here. I think that's what we might do. Or I'm trying to figure out where the traffic is not going to be, because I don't want to increase the traffic on this. I want to take it off of this and bring it this way. So, but I don't want to restrict the people from being able to go in this direction. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an underground tunnel. And this is one of the new additions that they've actually done to SimCity, is the ability to go underground by pressing a certain key. And okay, it's telling me that I'm going through a building, or that I'm too close to one. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so let me bulldoze a couple lengths of this, and let's try this again. And we may come from this side this time. Okay. And N and N. Okay. I don't see how. And I've had some issues where it didn't actually function correctly. Oh, come out this way and go this way. No, it's creating an intersection. I don't want it to create an intersection. There we go. And then like this. Well, that's okay. Let's see if I can I drop this down right now? It's making it too curved. I mean, it's not making it too curved. What it's doing is it's creating an unnecessary intersection. Maybe this won't work. No? Why not? Can't draw through placed buildings. So does that mean that it's basically telling us that it can't put it... Oh, I like that look, though. Okay, well, it's not going to be able to do that. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about that right now. That's something that we'll have to address in the future. But what I'd like to do is actually make this half of this, like this, and half residential. And I will take this off of the main road. I don't want them building residential on the main road. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of some building fire. Too much crime. Too much crime. Too much crime. Too much crime. But you notice how there's not as many of these now at this point. Building fire and too much crime. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick as our crime situation. 42 criminals still. That's just crazy. And this place is full. It's full again. And see, now we're starting to hit into our profit is being reduced for our city. So we need to keep a very close eye on this. What I might do is, oh, excuse my neck popping, Department of Utilities, Department of Safety, Department of Tourism. I'm actually going to turn off the tourism because we don't have any tourism in this city right now. I know that we do have the Las Vegas, which has tourism. What we might have to do is expand the city hall on that one to actually include what we need. What we need to start doing is start enabling the profit of the city by opening up, or reopening, I should say, our recycling center. And now we've got two recycling trucks and one delivery truck. And what we need to be able to do is we need to be able to ship this out. So I do need to turn this back on. Now I understand this is going to hit our city pretty hard as far as financially. We might need to take out at least one loan to allow things to work out. But we're going to check out here. 3,900. Let's see. Our police is our biggest expense. We've got some city specialties. We've got power. Let's just make sure that we're not overdoing things with our power. Nope, we are not. We're doing all right. In fact, we got 42.2 megawatts available through the region. Our water is in way excess, so we need to actually bring this. I think what we're going to do is we're going to turn off one. Oh, we've already got one water pump that's actually been turned off. So I won't turn off anymore. I don't want to do that. And our sewage. Oh my goodness. Wow. We need this one to be turned back on. We cannot set. Well, actually, we've got a lot available through the region so we're sending out. So that's not bad. I mean, we're doing all right. Just as, you know, a precautionary measure, Actually, no. We're going to let the 3 hours pass by that I can see that we're going... Oh, export. Yeah, okay, so we're setting that to export. That's great. What are we actually bringing into our recycling center? We need to know... Okay, so we need some plastic storage. So we are going to... We've got alloy, alloy, alloy. So we need plastics, because we've got some plastics that we do need to send out. And it looks like we did make some... Okay, we did. We made $38,000 profit sending out our alloy, which is terrific. And we've got a lot of plastic which we are accumulating, and we will be able to send that out in a delivery and make some more money. Before we're coming to the end of this video. We're actually running a little bit longer than I would like, but I did want to check one thing, which is this guy. And how are people ready? Yeah. See, these guys are ready for road upgrades. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys upgraded really quick to some medium. Make sure we catch all these side roads. And you can see they're already starting to upgrade. Okay, there's somebody on this side road needs an upgrade. These guys definitely need upgrades. That needs upgrades. And these guys need some upgrades. Now, why do these guys don't need any upgrades? They're already at the top level. They're a bunch of greedy people. But this guy, they are ready to upgrade. And I want to make sure I get this little one right here, because we'll forget about that one also. I'm going to upgrade that guy to high density. We might want to connect these two also. I don't think that one's going to get upgraded just yet. How are we doing here? They still... Okay, well, you know, we're going to wait until they actually start upgrading. They've got some more, you know, upgrades, and these guys are upgrading really nice. So we are actually, you know, kind of doing all right now. We've got a, you know, a negative 2,000 per hour, but we are making that money back through sales of our alloy and our plastics, and that is really, really good. So we are increasing our population. We've got a little bit of a drop as we move forward and upgrade things, and once we have about 200 grand in our bank, then we'll turn back on our college and initiate the event that will hopefully get us into making the next great works, which will be the solar farm. And then we won't have to worry about, you know, upgrading anything else ever again. And then in our final one, we will do the space center, but that is going to require a lot of fine-tuning right from the very beginning of the city that we choose to do. But anyways, hey guys, if you have any questions about the video, if you've got any questions about, you know, why am I doing this or that, or, you know, any suggestions on how I can improve this and make it more profitable, you know, things that I haven't realized or something that I missed, please comment the video. I'll respond to all comments. If you like any part of this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And as always, we'll see you next time.